Hi everyone, a good day to all of my viewers. This is Anjum, and from my kitchen today we are going to get a recipe for a dal. My recipe, simple recipe but very delicious, easy to cook dal. Dal, a very famous, a very popular South Asian lentil dish. This is orange lentil. We call it yellow lentil, but orange in color, available at almost every supermarket in North America, and I'm sure elsewhere in the world, in South Asian stores and in Oriental stores. I have seen this. So this is dal. This is 1 cup of dal. First step, 1 cup of dal. You're going to rinse it thrice, 3 times. Everything rinsed 3 times is the best way to clean of all contamination. 3 times. Just rinse this with warm water, lukewarm water, not cold water. It's always easier to cook if you rinse 3 times with lukewarm water. And the 4th time, just add about 2 cups of water. Use the same measuring cup or another cup, but 2 cups of water. Soak it for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, this is it. After 30 minutes, we're just going to 30 minutes we're going to put in the in our cooking pan. Use the same water. Maybe you have lost about 1 cup or half cup in soaking, so add a little more to make another 2 cups. And I'm going to boil it. And a tip which is optional, when it first boils, just remove this foam, this little foam that comes, the first foam that comes on top. This is the bit of a bitter taste in the lentil that you are going to remove, and then we'll just let it cook. Now I'm going to see you in about 10 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes once this is done, and I'll let you know exactly how much this is just the dal and water, nothing, no spice added, and I will see you as soon as this is cooked. Welcome back, my friends. As you know, we started cooking our dal. Let me show you in 10 minutes. In about 10 minutes, this is how it's going to be. The dal is cooked, it's soft, it just has a little water that we need to dry. We'll let it cook, but let me introduce you to the ingredients now. The only 3 powder ingredients we are going to put in is salt. This is about a flat teaspoon, small teaspoon of salt. And by the way, the cooking heat is, the flame is about, you have to keep switching between medium, and high, because if you leave it on high, the dal will just all fall out, because the boil is really strong. Okay, this is a small teaspoon, half teaspoon, depending. Some people don't like too much salt, so you have to taste. This is about 3/4 teaspoon of chili powder. I'm using the chili powder which is not so hot. Chili powders also come in different strengths. Some is hot, some is medium hot, so you can also omit the chili powder. This is important, a very important ingredient of all dals that you cook, lentils. This is half teaspoon of turmeric powder. Turmeric powder, half teaspoon in 1 cup of dal, 1 cup of lentil, half teaspoon is the standard. And there you go. Now we're going to let this cook just another few minutes. As you have noticed, I cook my dal till it's done, till it's soft, with absolutely no spices and no salt. As you can see, it's already looking nice and yellow and orange, and we're going to now, this is the second step, and to the last, third and most important step, which is really going to give taste to your dal, is my other ingredients. This is an onion. This is half of a small onion. Now, as you have noticed, this is my tip for today. I have wrapped this remaining onion with a saran wrap, with a plastic wrap, cling wrap. I'm going to put it inside the ref. When you slice, make sure you don't leave sliced raw onions lying around and then use them, because onion catches a lot of bacteria, and it is not safe to eat after leaving like this for a long time. So slice fresh, use fresh. If you have leftover sliced onion also, wrap it tight and put it in the fridge. And another tip, in flu season, if there's a cold, if there's an infection in the house, leave a couple of onions just remove the skin, if you leave whole onions, or just slice on the top so that the onion is exposed. And if you leave 2 or 3 pieces around the house, it will catch all the bacteria and infection. This is a very useful tip. We go to our recipe now. Onion, this is half of a green chili. Some of you don't like it hot, you can try bell pepper, but I don't know if it will work. So green chili, use less, but use very small red tomato, very small tomato. This is one small tomato, and this is half of a green chili, and this is half of this onion, and this is zira, a flat teaspoon of zira. This is it. So that's our spice, and this is oil. I have already heated the oil in there. In the oil, I always say, if you are using butter for cooking, please don't use butter directly. You have to add it to oil. Anyway, for health reasons also, we don't want too much butter. So this is about a teaspoon of butter that I have added to my oil. Oil is a little warm. I'm going to add this zira. I'm going to add my, this is just a slice of, this is a sliced clove of garlic. Optional, some of us don't like garlic, but it's healthy. So the zira, the garlic and the onion go in, and we're going to fry that in this oil. And this lentil, this dal is protein. It's pure protein. It's a complete meal in itself. If you use it with a little carb, if you use some, you can eat it with pita, you can eat it with rice, or you can just eat it like a soup with a lot of yogurt, and it's a complete meal in itself. Serve it with a little pickle, with sliced cucumber. I'm going to give you my serving suggestions in a minute once we are done. So this is it, my friends. This is the onion. We're just going to fry it till it's a little. Let's have a look at our dal also. As you can see, it's ready. It's ready. It's cooked and the spices are mixed, but that's all. You just put the spices in for about 5 minutes, 5 to 7 minutes, 4 minutes, for as long as you are doing this, and it should be enough. Because if you add the spices in the dal right before you start cooking, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, the spices really lose their taste in the dal, and the dal actually is not. You can't taste the dal then you're tasting the spices. So we want our dal, we want to enjoy our dal the best way, the best form, and with the best taste. So there you go, our onions are now at this stage. Some of you who want to avoid the tomato can at this stage just fry the onion till it's red, and then you can just deposit it there and cover and leave for a few minutes. Your dal is done. But if you want to add more taste, and those of us who like tomatoes and green chilies, it's a very delicious version. But once again, you can stop. You can experiment with your dal. You can add other stuff in it. You can add, actually, while you're cooking, when you add your spices, you can also add small cubed zucchini. You can add broccoli, not so good, zucchini, cauliflower, all kinds of squash. You can just cube and add, and in about 5 minutes it should be cooked, ready, and a very delicious version of your dal again. Now our onion is almost ready. It's like, as you can see, it's changing color, and once it's a little pink, getting a little red, we don't want it to burn. We are just going to add our green chilies. There you go. I add the green chilies. Just saute. Dal is ready. I'm going to lower the heat. Also for the dal, you can have it as thick as you like, as thin as you like. If you plan to use it as a soup, then I keep it thinner, more watery. If you want to eat with bread, it has to be thickest. If you want to enjoy with rice, not so thick also. So it took me about 4 minutes for the onions, 3 to 4 minutes for the onions, and I'm going to cook the chilies for another 1 to 2 minutes, and then I'm going to just add my tomatoes and that completes our recipe. The cumin, the zira, the white zira, the cumin is very important. The whole cumin is a very important spice to add to your dal because it really gives taste. And the cumin and the chili together are also really good. That's a very, it gives a very picklish taste to it. There you go. I am now going to add the onions. And for the onion and the tomato, you can cook it as long as you want and as little as you want. If you like the onion, if you like the chili and the tomato a little crispy, you just cook it for longer. If you just want it a little, cook it less. But if you want it done and soft, then you cook it a little longer. But basically, we just want to, we don't want to use it raw. There you go. As soon as my tomatoes are a little soft, there you go. Once they are a little soft, I'm going to do another 2 minutes, 1 to 2 minutes, and I'm going to add this to the dal and immediately cover for a couple of minutes, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, even 5 minutes, because that allows the flavor to actually add to the dal. Now I'm just going to dish it out because we don't have much time. I would like to dish it out for you and show you how it looks. Once again, like I said, if you want it thicker, cook your dal. I cook for about 10 to 12 minutes. You can cook for 15 minutes before you add the spice. Once you add the spice, no more than 5 minutes. And it's done. And tomatoes and chilies are optional, but a very recommended ingredient addition if you can take it. I'm just going to show you how I would serve my dal. This is a little bonsai cilantro on top. I would serve it with a little bit of rice. This is brown rice. You can use any rice. You can also use it with quinoa, cucumber, and yogurt is a must serve with dal. Yogurt. This is a little pickle, and this is salsa. There's all kinds of salsa available in the supermarket. If you don't have pickle, you prefer the salsa, use this. And cucumber is a very healthy vegetable. We will be talking about it in one of the future videos. But that's it for now. Thank you and enjoy your dal.